What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to another edition of the Three-Way Dance Podcast. And of course, as always, you can't have the three-way dance unless there's three of us. So joining me as always is Shelby, aka Shubs.
Hey yo.
Suck it, Shelby. And joining me as always is it's gonna take a life to take me away from him, Nick.
Oh man, I'm the music dude and I don't know that reference.
Gonna
What?
take a life to take me away from you.
Oh yeah,
There's-
okay. Yeah.
That's like one of the few I've actually gotten.
It's down in Africa. Gonna take that better. Say, what's up?
All
Sorry.
right, so
Really,
we took a week off because one, we didn't feel like putting an episode together to fill the gap between All Out, and secondly, I told these cats, like if they ever want to take a week off, we can take a week off. And when we turned off the recording last week, I was like, what are we gonna do next week? And I think it was Nick, the first one that suggested, like, well, why don't we just take next week off? So I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, we'll take next week off. So that's what we did, and we're back to review All Out tonight. Plus, we got some news to talk about. We got some three-word dances. Shelby even has some three-word dances here tonight, so that's going to be interesting. Plus, of course, oh, you don't have any? Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Plus, of course, it came from eBay. The sports show list of the week. A whole lot of questions, so we got a whole lot of show to get to here. So let's go ahead and get right into the news cycle here.
There's also the fact of the week too.
Oh yeah, fact of the week too. Yeah. And let's go. I usually save this for the last bit of news, but let's go ahead and get it right out of the way first because it's kind of a serious topic here. But the wrestling world lost Daphne last week, and what was a very serious. It wasn't like a Paul Orndorff where he was old and lost him to Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever it was. It wasn't New Jack, heart attack, or anything like that. Daphne apparently was battling some personal demons and decided to end her own life. And what was a very disturbing, I don't know if you two got a chance to watch it, but in what was a very disturbing Instagram live video. Have you two checked that out?
No, I don't want to. No.
Oh man, it was a hard watch. It wasn't a hard watch for the fact that it was what she was saying and what she was doing in it. It was mainly a hard watch watching people like Velvet Sky, Colt Cabana, Mercedes Martinez, a few others that I'm forgetting. Just like, please answer your phone. And like, she's ignoring the calls while she's live. And to the point where like, I think like one of the calls was just, she turned off the ringer and was just like, I don't want to talk anymore. And it was just, minus the whole, like, her crying, her holding a gun to her own chest, minus all that, it was just disheartening. Just, I don't want to talk, and, all those, minus the fans. Take the fans away too, but just, the wrestlers being actually real people for a change, not viewing them as wrestlers, but just, pleading with her, answer the phone, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. That was probably the hardest thing about it,
Mm-hmm.
I will say that if anybody has seen it or hasn't seen it, it is not for the weak at heart. But Daphne did take her own life, unfortunately. There was an attempt to save her, but her address was not recent. So on a very serious note, we are all about jokes here sometimes here at the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. But we implore any of our listeners that if they have any of these same thoughts that Daphne had where she wanted to end her own life or needed anybody to talk to and they can't reach out to anybody, we implore anybody to call 1-800-273-8255. That number again is 1-800-273-8255. If you don't have a friend or a family member that you can talk to, there is always somebody to listen, and we implore you to call that number if ever you feel like Daphne did or anybody who has ever taken their own life. So Daphne, rest in peace. All right.
Let me just see if there's a Canadian line as well. Yes, there is. So if you're a Canadian listener as well and you are struggling similar to Daphne, real name Shannon's Pearl, please call 833-456-4566. That's your Canada Suicide Prevention Service, 24/7.
There we go.
The island.
All right, so let's get on to the other news here. Coming out of Monday Night Raw, we kind of talked about it in our group chat here, but Drake Maverick, he's back.
Oh man,
He's back on Raw, and he's back after that 24/7 championship. So the question is, how long before he's released?
So
Depends.
you mean you'll have Shelton? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Shelby.
Depends if he knows how to answer his phone or not, I guess.
He's like, oh, my phone's ringing. John Laurinaitis. Well, I'll just put that over here.
Yeah, just put that. You know what? I'm just gonna change my number.
Just no, tosses it out the window.
But
I feel like Jeff Hardy and Shelton Benjamin and sadly Kyle O'Reilly and maybe Timothy Thatcher and maybe a couple other names that we like are going to be on that next release list.
I don't think Kyle O'Reilly will be.
Yeah, I don't think Thatcher either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think Thatcher either. But you know what? I'll save that news story for later. But you know what? I'll transition into it right now. But speaking of Thatcher and guys like Kyle O'Reilly and NXT, as we've mentioned here before, there are some changes coming to NXT. One of them being, Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are going to be overseeing some minor changes, or major changes, whereas Triple H and the rest of the NXT gang will be looking over the minor changes. But one of the big changes coming out of it is that they will no longer be signing indie guys, like big indie guys. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
There's not really any big indie guy left that I know of, so it's not a surprise to me.
I'm actually okay with this, and here's why. Okay, so let's say they sign Danhausen tomorrow. Danhausen, big name right now. Okay, so let's say they sign Danhausen tomorrow, and they keep Danhausen the same. Okay, let's say they don't change Danhausen. All right. So they signed Danhausen. He comes in NXT. He has a good run in NXT, and they take him to the main roster. And of course, they fumble Danhausen, and then they release Danhausen. Well, then people are automatically going to be pissed at WWE. Well, they fucking ruined Danhausen.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're all Canadian all of a sudden.
But,
but they're like, oh, they fucking ruined Danhausen, blah, blah, blah. I think that, I mean, just a theory. I think that's what they're trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I also think that they're trying to get rid of hiring guys from the indies who work indie matches that are just 100 miles a minute, like a Young Bucks match. Because, I mean, no matter what you think of the Young Bucks, that's not what they want. So they're trying to avoid hiring those kinds of people, obviously, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I just think they're just getting tired of hearing like, oh, they ruined, Gargano. They ruined, in some people's eyes, not my eyes. I hope they fucking ruin them, and they're almost there. I hope they ruin Karrion Kross. Which, hey, great segue into our next story here. Karrion Kross, as we know, debuted some new gear, and it's been questionable. But apparently the thing that they're going for is, people are like, what's up with this new gear? Corey Graves actually alluded to it on commentary, and he's supposed to be the modern day gladiator. Shelby, thoughts?
I mean, the idea of Karrion Kross being a modern day gladiator sounds kind of interesting, but I feel like there's different ways of doing it. I don't know if you necessarily need to change his gear to make him a modern day gladiator. Make him he's looking more like a Brokeback gladiator, but I guess they do what they do.
I will say he did get me to laugh on fucking Monday. For anybody who saw Karrion Kross on Monday when he was on Moist TV, when it was just Johnny.
Sorry,
John
I'm back.
Morris.
My connection got mangled.
Oh, okay. I will say Karrion Kross did make me laugh on Monday when he was on Moist TV, and John Morrison was just like, so Karrion Kross, I want to thank you for coming here. And they just cut to Karrion. He has this scowl on his face, just like just this evil scowl, like I will fucking eat you right now. And he's just like, so Karrion, how do you feel being on Moist TV? And all of a sudden Karrion's just like, Well, Johnny, I'd like to thank you for having me on. That made me fucking laugh. I gotta admit. I hate him, but like that actually made me fucking laugh. And then he got serious again. He was like, "Well, Johnny, I'd like to thank you for having me on your show, but my next move is to end you." And I was just like, "Well, it was fun for a few seconds."
Well, I mean, he still looks like the Sultan skull fucked the fucking Lord Tensai, so.
All right, next in the news here is for you Netflix fans. I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently WWE and Netflix are teaming up for an interactive movie featuring The Undertaker and The New Day.
Okay, this is interesting just because it's interactive.
It's going to be like a choose your own adventure, kind of like Black Mirror's Bandersnatch and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy versus the Reverend and shit like that. And you're going to be picking the adventure for the New Day as they escape the Undertaker's mansion, which I don't know why he has a mansion all of a sudden, but whatever.
What?
But, yeah.
It's not animated, is it?
From what I've heard, no.
Crap.
Still, I want to see this. This looks awesome.
I do too, but I feel like I am going to hate it.
I feel like I'm going to hate it too.
I'll probably hate it too, but I'll probably still watch it.
I'll still watch it, but wow. Damn it, Nick Khan, you fucking asshole.
Hey, maybe we can kill off all the members of the New Day for finally.
Can we shove Francesca or whatever her name is up Woods' ass?
And finally use him as a popsicle?
Exactly.
Who was it that always wanted to do that? Was it Shelby?
No.
There was somebody that always said they wanted to shove the damn trumpet up his ass and use him as a popsicle. I forgot who it was.
Probably Aaron.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it wasn't Alex because he met Xavier Woods. So.
And while we did lose Daphne, there is a little bit of good news. Our good friend Don West, his brain cancer, is in remission.
Right on.
Yeah. So hopefully AEW will fucking sign him to their fourth show. Like AEW Dark Underground or whatever the hell. And
fuck it, just put him right on Dynamite. Just get rid of either Tony Schiavone or Excalibur and just put Don West in. Just Jim Ross and Don West.
No,
that'd be great.
Jim Ross. I'm
Take
sorry.
out Jim Ross.
Yeah.
And put in Don West. Jim Ross needs to go.
I'm sorry. I love people. I love Jim Ross as much as the next person, but Jim Ross got to go.
He has to go.
He is the Undertaker of fucking commentators. He's got to go, man.
You'd rather hear the over exaggerations of oh my fucking god! I can't.
He's naming Excalibur. And yes, I happen to like Excalibur. He did have a fuck up that I will talk about later, but
Excalibur.
He just hit him with a super kick.
Look.
Why does he sound like a ghost too?
I don't know. That's what I need the answer to.
Pepto-Bismol looking stinky Don Callis, Don West, and Tony Schiavone as a team.
Oh, I don't like Don Callis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Don West, Schiavone, and Excalibur. JR has to go.
I'd take that. Or at least put like Jim Ross on like Rampage or even Dark. I'll take him.
Or maybe Don West could do all the backstage stuff except instead of Marvez, because fuck him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he could be the backstage. And we will end on a little bit of sad news here. Kind of sad news, but this actually happened 2 weeks ago, but I forgot to put it in the news cycle. But wrestling star and music star Violent J was diagnosed with heart failure. So he and Shaggy will be going on one more world tour. They will still be doing one-off shows, but I'm pretty sure his wrestling days are now done. So thoughts on Violent J? Are we gonna miss Violent J in the ring?
No.
You heartless bastard.
I'm sorry. I will miss the idea that I might get to see the ICP, but not wrestle-wise, because you got to take care of yourself, man.
That's true too. But I am gonna miss the old ICP in the ring. You know, the old 2 heads of cabbage for the price of 1. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Cabbage is expensive. I wouldn't even want 2 heads for that price, man.
Well, maybe in Canada. Down here, it's rather cheaply.
Hey, it ain't cheaply here. Shit. And then if you go for like the purple stuff, it's like even more expensive. Fucking bullshit produce prices. Sorry.
Okay. Nick has a thing against produce this week, apparently. All right. So that was the news this week. I looked through 2 weeks worth of news and all the other news in the show. So before we get into our games that we usually like to play, we got to talk about one of our sponsors here, and that being repsports.com. And what repsports.com is that they have a variety of products for you to choose from. They have the Broken Arrow pre-workout, which gets you motivated for a nice workout there. But of course, it's not the powder that gets you motivated. It's you, because only you can get you motivated. And also they have the Hyper Sleep, which once you're all jacked up and on the the energy rush there, that's going to put you down for a nice easy sleep. And when you're in the middle there, you need something for the middle. You have the Broken Arrow for the beginning, you have the Hyper Sleep for the end, you need something for the middle. So you need that Raise energy drink, which is delicious. It comes in both liquid form and it comes in a powder form for the on the go there. And in the description of this podcast right here, there is a tremendous deal that we're offering you guys, and that is 4 cans of Raise energy drink, and you're going to get sour gummy worm, Baja lime, my personal favorite flavor, Voodoo, and some other flavor. What's that other flavor?
Oh, I know what that flavor is.
What's that
it's
flavor?
It's tooty. It's fruity. It tastes great. It's Galaxy Burst.
Yes, I do believe that
sounded kinky.
Oh, it is kinky.
I believe that is the 4th flavor that you get in there. So I'm going to give you those 4 cans of Raise Energy. Plus, I'm going to give you 2 packets of On The Go, which could include said kinky flavor. I don't pick the flavors, but it could include it. I'm also going to give you 4 packets of Broken Arrow pre-workout, and on top of that, 2 packets of Broken Arrow, or not Broken Arrow. I'm going to give you 2 packets of Hyper Sleep, and if that wasn't enough for you, it's going to be all for free. All right. All we ask is that you cover the shipping. Just use the checkout code ARTIST. That's ARTIST at checkout. And plus, if you're like, oh, what do you mean I have to pay the shipping and everything? Well, in that box, I'm also going to give you a free $10 gift card to repsports.com. So that pretty much pays for your shipping. You're welcome.
Wow. Yeah.
You're
What
welcome.
a nice guy.
I know, right? And plus, once you try your 4 cans of Raise Energy, you're gonna love it. You're gonna want to come back and get yourself a case of Voodoo, right? Or a case of what's that other flavor again?
Galaxy Burst.
Nick whisper it so low. I just hear in the distance, just Galaxy Burst. You can also use that checkout code again, ARTIST, and save 15%. Right? And you can also get T-shirts, hats, a whole bunch of other swag at Repsports.
Galaxy Burst.
Okay, we're done. All right, so let's move into It Came from eBay. Where right now the score is 11-12 for Shelby.
Hell yeah.
But Nick can tie it up right here.
Damn
So,
right.
The first item we're going to do here
tonight. Yeah.
First time we're going to do it tonight is a brand new. This item is still sealed in the pack. What are you sending here in the podcast? Oh, some crackling noises. Yeah, I know. Yeah, somebody's opening snacky snacks in the fucking ad there.
That wasn't me.
What?
So it is a brand new. It's still in the package. It's from 1991.
Ooh.
It is a WCW fanny pack or a hip sack, as some people call it.
Hip pouch.
Nick, how much is the 1991 WCW fanny pack, brand new, going for on eBay? What was that?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I try and think about how much.
There'd be no point of the game.
$30.
$30. All right. Shelby, how much is the WCW fanny pack going for on eBay?
$35.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, why do you say that? You still could have got it. It could be on the low end.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah, but you didn't. Nick, Shelby got it.
Hell yeah.
It's going for $45.
It's
Let's see. Let me find some other. Let's go with. Okay, let's go with this one. This is a 1990 WWF Hulk Hogan yo-yo, sealed, still in the package. And it's much like the frisbee that I showed you guys before, but it's basically in yo-yo form. Yeah, so like it's like on the sides it has that embossed Hulk Hogan flexing and everything, but it's a yo-yo.
They probably sold these in packs at one point.
I know. So Shelby, how much is the 1990 WWF Hulk Hogan yo-yo sealed going for on eBay?
$50.
$50. And Nick, how much is it going for on eBay?
$52. Sorry, Shelby.
Fair enough.
And Nick, you got that one because it's actually going for $61.
Oh,
Damn straight.
So 1-1.
Mm.
And we go into the Ass Blaster. There you go. All right. So, Nick, would you like a WCW branded item, a WWF branded item, or a Owen Hart item?
An Owen Hart item.
Owen Hart item it is. This is a sealed Blue Blazer action figure. This is the last Owen Hart figure that was produced. It is from the DTA Don't Trust Anyone figure line. It comes with the cape and a wrench, which kind of ironic considering that they did not fasten the screws on that correctly. So, Nick, how much is the sealed Blue Blazer figure going for on eBay?
$2,900.
$2,900. And Shelby, how much is it going for on eBay?
$3,000.
Oh, Shelby, so close.
Ah.
So close. If you would have went the other way.
Ah.
Nick, you got it, because it's only going for, believe it or not, it's going for $1,500.
Wow.
No, wait a minute. Wait. What did Shelby say?
$3,000.
3,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tied up. 12-12 here. All right. That's it. Came from eBay. Now we move into our other game we like to play, and that is the 3-word dance, which the score on that right now is Nick with 12, Shelby with 7, and no contest with 13. And you know what? I should mark myself because I got 2 because Nick had 1. No, Nick had 2 that I got. So, and Shelby's gonna have some tonight. So I'm gonna start marking myself on this. So me 2. Okay. All right. So let me find the first one we're doing here. All right. Let me put in easy mode first, or as I like to think is easy mode. Your first one for the 3-word dance is destruction, splash, believe.
Vader.
No.
Nah.
Destruction splash believe.
Destruction splash believe.
Bo Dallas.
Huh?
Nah, I believe. That's all I
I
have.
said believe, not believe.
Well, fair, but still kind of the same thing.
Remember, they're in no particular order, so believe, splash, destruction. Do you need a hint?
Yeah.
Your hint is unknown.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
Kane.
Oh, Nick's reaction. Oh, fucking.
Kane?
No, not Kane.
Boogeyman.
No. Although I see your line. No, I don't. Not with believe. Never mind. I was like, I see your line of thought, but no, never mind. Not with believe.
Yeah. Gangrel.
No. Your pendulum is swinging really far from this answer.
Ultimate Warrior.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. Splash. He used that splash, and believe. He always says, "Always believe."
Parts unknown.
Yeah, parts
unknown. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I got my warrior mask upstairs, so it's
Okay, your second one here. Whip. Lips. Kiss.
The first word was whip, as in like whoosh type
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
WHIP. Whip. Lips.
Shani-
As in things on your mouth, and kiss as in mwah.
Shaniqua.
No.
Okay. Fuck, Michelle McCool.
No. Huh?
Teacher's pets.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Well,
Nyeh. Whip. Lips. Kiss.
Rico.
No.
Billy.
No.
So it's not Chuck either. All right.
Well,
And it's not Chuck Palumbo.
no.
I like that. Well.
And it's not Chuck Taylor.
No.
Okay, all right. I just figured I would throw that in there for shits.
Velveteen Dream.
No.
Where does Whip come in?
I don't know. Lips and kiss was like, sure, I'll try it.
Dexter Loomis?
No. What? No. You need a hint?
Yeah.
Yep.
Your hint is for whip, lips, kiss. Ford.
As an Ford.
Yes.
Jelly Nutella?
No.
Kip Sabian.
No. What?
Miro.
No. What? Huh?
Damn. Well, Ford, I think Penelope, and then you got Kiss in there, and I mean, she did stuff with Jelly and Kip, and then Lips, because, well, you have to kiss, you have to do that with those. And then Whip, because, well, I mean, pretty sure
You're reaching. You're just reaching.
Pretty sure she had Joey's nuts, and now she has Kip's nuts. So, I mean, oh no, I got nothing.
Yeah.
No contest?
Yeah.
Whip, lips, kiss. Your clue is Ford. Bianca Belair.
Oh, dang.
Whip, the hair whip. Lips, she wears the lips on her gear, and Kiss, the kiss of death, her finisher, and she is married to Montez Ford.
Goddamn.
And the last one for me this time around.
Can you imagine those two like in an intimate setting? It must sound like a washboard.
What?
Fuck.
Well, they're so bony and like skinny looking.
Aren't you kind of bony and skinny too?
Hey, we don't talk about that.
Fair enough.
Okay. And the last one for me here is going to be glasses. Blue.
Sorry, say that again.
Glasses.
Yep.
Blue, as in the color.
Blue. Okay.
And fruit.
Fuck. Kiwi?
No. The kiwi is not a fruit. The kiwi is all man.
Orange Cassidy.
There you go.
Oh, damn.
Glasses, because he wears glasses. Blue, the blue denim. And fruit, Orange Cassidy.
Did you have a hint for that one?
Not yet.
Ah, okay. I was just going to see what the hint was going to be.
I think it was going to be Florida, but I don't think that would help. All right, now Shelby actually has some three-word dance, so let's see. I will count these towards Nick's score if he gets any of them. So,
all right, here
Shelby,
we go. So your first three words are incarcerated.
Nathan Jones.
No. Okay. Texas and royalty.
Incarcerated, Texas, royalty. Booker T.
Yep.
Fuck.
I told you the first one at least was going to be pretty easy. And the hint I was going to give you on that was interview.
Ah.
Yeah. Second set of words is box.
There's
dumpster.
What? Whoa, what was the first one? Oh, box.
Yeah. Dumpster. Hardcore.
Terry Funk.
Yeah, you got that one. I thought that was going to be like the second easiest one, but and the second one, or the other word on that was going to be shoes because choke slammed out of the shoes.
Ah.
Your last one, I'm not sure how this one's going to go. So, three words: accident, Selleck, stepfather.
Magnum TA.
Oh, damn.
What?
All right. I expected Magnum TA to be a lot harder.
Fuck.
And the last one on that one was going to be retirement.
Oh.
Because he's retired.
So the scores are now me with 5, Nick with 12, Shelby with 9, and no contest with 14.
I'm coming for you, no contest. You hear that?
It sounds like Will's coming after me after like 2 weeks. I'm scared.
No contest.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, nigga. All right. So,
yeah.
No, not my SummerSlam notes. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we are going to talk about the All Out pay-per-view from AEW coming up here as our main topic of the show here. And the first match of the night being the TNT Championship, Miro defending against, Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
Oh, and P.S. I noticed in the crowd, Brock Lesnar guy is there again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out, even after watching that match, which great match, but I'm still trying to figure out why Miro went after Kingston. Like,
I still don't get. I still don't get the appeal of Eddie Kingston.
After seeing this match, I don't either.
I'm not saying he's a terrible wrestler or anything. I just don't
not
get
a good worker.
People are like, fucking Eddie Kingston, yeah. And I'm just like, I don't see it there.
You know, I love Eddie Kingston, but because I think he's cool. I don't know why the crowd goes bonkers for him. I don't know why, like, his shirts seem to sell. Like, Redeem These Nuts. Like, I mean, okay, that's... The slang is about a couple of years old, if not more than that, and it's for one match. I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck Miro went after him. Why didn't Kingston be like, "Oh, Miro, I want your belt"? Instead, Miro was like, "Eddie Kingston, I have a flexible wife. I'm coming to beat you up." Like, what?
I will say this is one of Excalibur and Tony's screw ups here, because like at the beginning of the match, like Miro goes to the floor and Eddie Kingston stays in the ring, and like it was Excalibur that said like, "Oh, Eddie Kingston's being smart here. He's staying in the ring. He's waiting for Miro." Then later on, Miro goes to the floor again, and Eddie Kingston gives chase to him, and Tony Schiavone's like, "Kingston's doing a smart thing here. He's chasing after Miro." I'm like, what the fuck?
I noticed that too, and then I forgot to write it down. And it was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But I did go back because the match was much better than I anticipated it to be.
Yeah, I did like the power slam to the floor from Miro to Kingston. I did like that. Great drop kick by Miro. Great standing drop kick. That was great. Yeah. Does Kingston know any other moves other than chops?
And can he stop doing the machine gun chops, because they look fucking stupid?
I wrote next to it, video game spam. It's like when somebody plays a video game and they learn that one move and they just keep fucking doing it. That's what Kingston kept doing.
And he wasn't the only one that did it that night either.
There was a lot of people doing that. I got that coming up here. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them booing the ref. Like when the ref did like a fucking 2 count or whatever. I forgot what he did now. But I love them booing the ref. And the ref is looking at him like, what? It was 2. Like the ref looked at the crowd like it was 2. What?
Yeah.
That was fucking great. And I love the finish. I love how I love the red herring that like they were going to use the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle, and they didn't.
Yeah.
I did love the finish. Overall, I mean, like I don't get the appeal with Kingston. Like maybe a solid Dolph Ziggler, if that makes any sense.
I don't even see that.
Really?
I just honestly, between the machine gun chops,
I see Kingston as a Dolph Ziggler who never won the world title.
Yeah. He's not a worker like Dolph Ziggler is. I'm having speaking problems tonight. He's not near as polished a worker as Dolph Ziggler or Miro for that matter is.
This was a fine match. It was a fine opener.
I'll agree.
But like I don't see like next year's All Out. I don't see fucking AEW World Champion versus Kingston.
No.
I was surprised that after Kingston was brought in for Cody's TNT title open challenge that he was signed. Because I knew Kingston from TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't really the greatest there, except he played a good backup player.
Yeah.
He was a good hand. But I think people kind of overplay him. I don't know. I like Eddie Kingston, like I say, but I think people kind of overplay him for what he is. I mean, if he's teaming up with Moxley, nobody gives a shit about Kingston. Everybody gives a shit about Moxley.
Yeah.
And speaking of John Moxley, the second match of the night is New Japan's Kojima taking on the new GCW champion, by the way, who...
Somebody's gonna die when they have that match. You realize that, right?
What, Moxley and Gage?
Yeah, somebody's gonna die.
That's probably for the best.
Well,
just clear out the team.
Shelby's rooting for Gage to die.
Pretty much.
So Kojima taking on Moxley, and the first thing I wrote down is Moxley with chest hair is odd.
Yeah. That was.
And then I
definitely-
wrote down second match, already tired of machine gun chops.
Oh my God. And look who's doing him. It's his buddy. It was Moxley that did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they both did it.
Yeah. Oh, that's, you know what? I think you're right. Because I did think that the other guy did it too.
Yeah, Kojima.
Kojima
They
did
just,
too,
they
yeah.
don't look like they even hurt. Like, that's the thing, is like, at least make it look good and make it look like it would hurt.
Who ended up with welts on their chest? Was that Miro?
I think they all did.
Yeah, I think Miro did, and I think the Japanese guy here did. What the fuck was his name again?
Kojima.
Kojima, yeah. I think he ended up with some welts on his chest too.
I like the suplex where they just pick them up for a suplex and just flip them forward. I love that. This Kojima was doing a lot of no selling for Moxley.
Yep.
You know, they kept selling this fucking Kojima lariat. Oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna do that lariat. He's gonna do it. I was like, I really wanted to see that Kojima lariat,
Yeah, yeah.
but they never. We never
Yeah.
got to see it because Moxley won before we could ever see it.
Yep.
You know.
And then out comes Minoru Suzuki.
Well, before we get to Minoru Suzuki, the match itself, I thought was a decent little match. It was nothing really to write home about, but decent.
It was okay, but like,
If it were on Dynamite, yeah, good match. But a good filler match for a pay-per-view. It's not going to be on no end of year list. You know what I'm saying?
this isn't a match that needed like multiple finishers, and Moxley hit his finish twice, and I believe, was it not in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Like, this match did not need that. It's just killing his finish. I used to really like Moxley, but I've just kind of soured on him recently. And it's funny, everybody compares him to Austin, but like, I see more Sandman than Austin in Moxley.
Yeah.
You know, just in like everything he does, the way he comes to the ring, the way he walks, the way he, you know, throws punches and stuff. Just,
He's got a nice little blend of Sandman and Pillman.
And now Minoru Suzuki comes out, and apparently he's one of the baddest men alive. But I couldn't have told by that crowd.
he is one of the baddest men alive. Actually, when he came out, I like the idea of Minoru versus Moxley. I know they've had a match before. I don't know if I've actually seen it, but like, Minoru is just one of those guys.
Is he generally a heel though?
Yes.
See, that's what I mean. Like,
he is 100% a heel. Yeah, I know. Well,
I couldn't tell by that crowd.
yeah. I mean, that's AEW, right? That's the way that they are.
marks.
They cheer the heels and cheer the baby faces and cheer everybody because it's just all a fun competition. It's, you know,
It's all friends. And the big
all
show.
friends wrestling, right?
All friends and the big show.
No more BS.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Because he's Paul White now.
Yeah.
Remember,
I mean,
if it ain't right, it's Paul White.
Moxley and Kojima was okay. Suzuki and Moxley could be okay, but if you're gonna do Moxley versus Onita, just fucking do it. Damn it, Tony, just fucking do it.
All right, moving on to the AEW Women's Championship match. Britt Baker, DMD, defending the title against Chris Statlander. Which, you know what? Let's take another little side note here, and I want to take another jab at fucking WrestlingHeadlines.com, which they can go fuck themselves because I was reading the Dynamite's results before the last Dynamite before All Out, and you know, in the middle of the show, they're like, "Oh, this is the card for All Out," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I read the card, and it says Britt Baker versus Red Velvet. I was like, "Oh, they changed the match," which, you know, could happen. Card subject to change. I mean, they got rid of Pac versus Andrade, so okay, shit. You know, then right after I read the results, they have final card for Sunday's All Out. I click it, and what do I see? Baker versus Chris Statlander. So, you know, Wrestling Headlines, get your shit together. Okay? All right. So, anyway, Baker versus Statlander. Love Statlander's entrance. I just wrote, love Statlander Statlander's entrance! Exclamation point! Ass! Exclamation point!
Not surprising.
Yeah. I love Statlander making Britt Baker boop herself. I thought that was fucking good.
God, that is a stupid thing. I wrote down, what the fuck is a boop?
Oh man, you don't like the boop? The boop.
Not in a world title match.
Have they explained what she's doing with Freshly Squeezed yet?
I wrote that down here. I wrote, why is Orange Cassidy a corner man and not in the main event?
Because Orange Cassidy is a great corner man and he showed character in this match.
But why is it only Orange Cassidy that accompanies Chris Statlander? Like, are they
because
doing
she's a
stuff?
baby face.
Did the rest of the best friends really need to be out there?
Yeah.
No, but I just want to know, why is she suddenly with best friends?
She's been with the best friends since she's returned.
But why was she with best friends?
Why not?
Okay, but that's not answering my question.
Because everybody needs to be in a stable in AEW.
Look, I didn't buy her winning this match to begin with. And as such, I was just bored by it. I'm sorry.
I thought I forgot who did it. I should really write down these names. But there was a nice DDT, and there was a nice sequence they did before that. That was a really nice sequence. The Pittsburgh Sunrise. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will admit it was a good match, but I will admit it did take some away from me because as much as I love Chris Statlander, Baker just won the title like 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wasn't losing it here.
She wasn't losing here, especially because she's like one of the most over fucking people in that company right now, heel or face.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as I would have loved to have seen Statlander win it, I knew she wasn't winning it. So that's what kind of took me out of it. But I still enjoyed the match for what it was.
Statlander did not impress me in this match whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, I just found her awkward and clunky and botchy and just nothing she did I was impressed with. They kept calling her this powerhouse, and I'm like, you look no bigger than Britt Baker. Like she looks like they look like they're the same size. She's the same size as a dentist. Like, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. And then when the finish came and Baker hit that stomp, did Statlander get knocked out?
No.
Are you
called
sure?
selling.
Because when they did the pinfall, it honestly looked like Britt Baker had to lift her up to get her to kick out.
I have to go back and see it, but I'm pretty sure that's called selling.
Well, if they sold a pin as a knockout, then they fucked up hard because it should have just been the pin. I looked for it online too, and I was like, it doesn't look like. And the way that her head hit, I was certain that it was a knockout, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was just good selling. Maybe that's the one good thing I really liked about this match then.
Yeah, I like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I said, it wasn't a barn burner, but it did kind of take me out of it because I knew there was no way in hell Statlander was winning.
Yeah.
But speaking of differences of opinion, let's move into the next match. That being the Young Bucks defending the AEW tag titles against the Lucha Brothers in a steel cage match. And before you two fuckers say anything, let me get this out of the way first. I went to start writing notes for this match, and I got so into the fucking match that I didn't write a single fucking note. I love this match from beginning to start, and I will say this: like they were just feuding with Jurassic Express, so when they were doing this Eliminator tournament, I was like, Jesus, can't they just do another rematch with Jurassic Express and call it a day? But then Lucha Brothers won. Now I'm just like, what the fuck? Like now the Lucha Brothers all of a sudden in it, and then it kind of made sense because they've had previous matches, which I mean, long-term storytelling, I guess. But the match was just phenomenal. I 7 stars.
It didn't need blood. That's the only gripe I have. Well, and those shoes are fucking stupid, but
oh, dude, the thumbtack shoe was so cool.
I hated that.
Oh, that was so dope.
But that was just because I enjoyed the match so much. Otherwise, I didn't.
The one thing that bothered me was Pentagon's Canadian destroyer from the top, and the only reason why it bothered me is because the last time they faced in a ladder match, he hit one off the top of a ladder, so it's kind of a downgrade. The only way you would have shocked me if you would have hit it from the top of the cage.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably the only thing that I would have changed about this match is somehow they would have figured out how to hit that fucking destroyer from the top of the cage without killing him. But other than that, like I said, 7 stars. This match, like I said, I got so into the match that I stopped taking. I didn't even write down any notes. I even wrote down match so good I didn't take notes. These two teams can do no wrong.
Well,
Shelby,
young fucks can.
I know
But
Shelby's sitting there stewing.
I only go out of 5 because fuck going above 5, and I gave it a 4. 4, just because I didn't like the blood.
You know what? Since Meltzer won't do it, I'll do it. 8 stars.
Minus 8 stars.
What?
Yeah, this match was fucking stupid. It was the dumbest thing they put on this show. The Young Bucks are the worst tag team in wrestling if they're doing this kind of bullshit. All it was Cirque du Soleil. It was just every move they did, you could see they were looking at each other and going, "Okay, now it's time to jump." That's all it was. There was nothing great about this match. It was terrible. And then the "you're dead" and then the kick to the face, fucking stupid. What am I supposed to be afraid of, a Young Buck? Come on now.
Wow.
I fucking skipped probably 15 minutes in this match. Least favorite match on the show, and it probably knocked the show down at least 1 point for me entirely because
even compared to Big Slow and QT Marshall.
Well, that was just boring, but we'll get to that. This one was offensive.
It was only 5 minutes long.
This match was offensive. Stellar. This tag team match had fucking.
I hate the Young Bucks, and I loved this match.
I was gonna say this tag team match had everything. I mean, it had the cage usage, man. It had Phoenix bouncing off the fucking
Why
cage.
are they climbing the cage when there's no means of winning the match if you get out of the
jump
ring?
Off it?
Yeah. Why? They don't need to.
But they want to.
Yeah, because they want to fucking be circus performers.
I love that.
If there's a giant thing there to jump off of, I mean, you would do it. I mean, like, if I have a huge dick, I'm going to use it to fuck a lot of girls.
I thought you were going to say you would use it to jump off yourself, and I was going to ask a lot of questions.
I mean, like, it's, when you have somebody like the Lucha Brothers and Young Bucks, you have a high thing you're going to jump off of. If you have a huge dick, you're going to fuck a lot of girls. You don't need a lot of logic here.
Alex Abrahantes is a good hype man, too.
No.
I like that
Say
guy.
who?
Alex Abrahantes, the guy that's with the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, yeah, I will say, I did not care for their fucking music. I will say that.
Zero. Miado.
I will say the Young Bucks are natural heels. I will say that. They work really well.
Greasy.
They're greasy looking, and they're arrogant. And yeah, I do think they make really good heels. And I did like the idea that escape of the cage wasn't an option. It was pinfall or submission. I will say I did like that. And the cage looked fucking ridiculous. That was fucking huge.
Yeah.
But
well, at least they couldn't go out on the floor like it was Hell in a Cell and shit.
I honestly thought they were going to.
Looked like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, well, that's Don Callis for you.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. Just because you have to look like it doesn't mean you have to smell like it, too. I don't want to smell chalky mince, like, sauce. Ew. Gross.
I think me and 15,000 other people would respectfully say to you, Shelby, your opinion is wrong.
I'm sure they probably would, and I would tell them that their opinion is wrong.
Zero. Miedo.
Minus 8.
Oh, my God. Match of the year, man. That's probably the best match I've watched all year.
We just watched Walter and Ilya.
I was just going to say, you just watched Walter and Ilya.
No, don't get me wrong. Walter and Ilya was great, but fucking Ilya did not, jump off the top rope, use one foot to jump off the cage, and then hurricanrana somebody.
No, because he's not in a circus. That's what their music should be. Every time they come out.
Hey, they could be Doink Dink, and they could have
Doink
Dink and
and
Wink
Dink.
too.
Doink and Dink Buck.
I'm
Doink,
sorry.
Dink
I
Buck,
I
Tink
can
Gallows,
understand you.
and Wink Anderson.
I can understand you not liking some of it. I can understand that.
Mhm.
But like completely fucking 100% hating it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What about Penta and Phoenix though? Like,
I'm not
They're
a fan of their style. I
luchadors.
don't have anything against them necessarily. I'm
Sounds
not
like
a fan of the lucha side. No, it was more about the Young Bucks for me, to be
but
honest.
like
I mean, they
Penta,
were involved in it, so I
Penta
didn't
on
really like
his
them that
own
night.
is
But
fucking like that dude. He not like most other luchadors, man. He's like more diverse. Phoenix,
Yeah.
I'll give you. He's more of a luchador, but Penta, like.
yeah, no, I'm
Oh,
not.
I
I'm
do
not
have to say though. At first I was kind of sour on Penta because I didn't really get it, but
What?
now I get it. Oh no, I get it now. I just had to watch more.
Also, so this match was said to be a steel cage match before the tournament happened.
yes.
Yep.
So this is a weird way of doing it.
Yeah, I will admit that was kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all elite booking, man.
I mean, if they had the Luchas win and then the Luchas were like, we don't want to fight them in a normal match because people can interfere or whatever the fuck. We want a steel cage match, and then they did the steel cage thing. I think that would have been a better way to build it. But I mean, that's a minor thing in my opinion compared to the rest of the match.
A minor thing. You gave it -8 stars.
The -8 was more of a jokey thing. I mean, I did hate it, and I'd probably give it 0. But yeah, no, not my thing. Not my thing.
Okay, we got to move away from here because I'm.
Yeah, we do.
Because that match was insane and fire. Speaking of fire, though, let's move on to the Casino Battle Royale, which was originally scheduled for the pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What is this? The Night of Size? Like everything has been Nick doing.
I'm very mad about who was eliminated last and who won this match because damn it, Thunder Rosa should have won.
All right, so
Fuck.
Casino Battle Royal. I have a few notes here. The first one I wrote down was, why couldn't Maki Ito be in this?
I liked Sky Blue though.
Oh,
you mean all 20 seconds she was in it?
Well, I just like the idea of her, getting a little bit more involved in AEW. I mean, she's still pretty young. Like she's like what, 24 or something. She's only been wrestling for a couple years.
That butt though.
Well, yeah.
I will say this. I always thought her name was Abaddon. I thought when people said Abaddon, they were mispronouncing it. So you know what? Fuck it, it's Abaddon.
The fuck is
Abaddon? A spot where like Abaddon comes up behind Shida and Emi Sakura, and Abaddon like snaps her own neck, and then like Sakura sells it.
Yep.
Like she went down like it hurt her or something.
Yeah.
I do believe Sky Blue and Kiera Hogan were eliminated way too early.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to see
it like shit to begin with by AEW. So
yeah. And then Rio's music hit. She was surprisingly really over, and the time it took for me to say this sentence, she's already been eliminated. Red Velvet hit a hell of a fucking spear.
Oh yeah, that was insane.
Yeah,
that was a good spear. I like her actually.
I don't know what the fuck Rebel was trying to do with the splits on the apron, and
that looked stupid. That looked really dumb.
And funny story. Before today, I saw the Ruby Soho promo of her walking the streets and shit, spray paints and all that shit. And the song was playing. I was like, man, this is a fire song, man. And then it was her music in AEW. I was like, man, this song is fire. Then wrote down Ruby Soho theme is fire. And then like I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I'm subscribed to a song of the day club. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's pretty interesting.
What up? Yeah.
So I get in Song of the Day today, I get Rancid, Ruby Soho. I was like, wow, isn't that a coincidence? So I listened to it. It's the same fucking song.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was unaware.
Ruby Soho. Ruby. That's where she got the name Ruby Soho. Was
That
that
makes
song?
sense. That makes sense.
Obviously. I thought she was just going to go back to. I mean, again, I know I've been an advocate for like, hey, why don't they keep the name that kind of sounds like them in WWE? But I figured she was just going to go back to Heidi Lovelace.
Well, I read the interview she did though, and the reason she didn't is because she believed that. Well, actually, she didn't want to be that name to begin with. I guess somebody gave her that name, just like she showed up, and they're like, "You're going to be Heidi Lovelace," and then it just kind of stuck. And she always like Ruby Riot, I guess, was partly her creation, and then she made it Ruby Soho so that she could use the Rancid song. Well, because she wanted to use that song too, and of course, old Tony Moneybags.
I will say, overall, I didn't think this was a one of their best casino battle royales.
I'm pissed that Ruby won.
Why?
Because Thunder Rosa should have won that match.
Yeah, but it was better than using the Joker card on somebody like Leo Rush, and he got eliminated in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but like, it just stinks of here's the WWE flavor of the month. She just got released. Let's give her a shot. Like all the marquee, but look at the marquee right now for AEW. Former WWE star Ruby Soho. You have she's now challenging Britt Baker. You have you have insert who came out after the main event here is going for Kenny Olivier, who also just left WWE. You have the guy that just lost, the guy that just beat Omega for the Impact Championship, Christian. Like, I mean, come on. It stinks of TNA.
No, it doesn't stink of TNA. It doesn't because
Malachi Black is on the marquee.
They're also not like constantly shitting on WWE while they're doing it.
Yeah,
that's
but
the real
still,
difference. They're not.
Still.
That's just because because they worked for a company before and now they're here and they're getting a main event push doesn't necessarily mean it reeks of WWE.
What about all these people you've built up?
Plus, he just talked about Leo Rush losing the last one, and Leo Rush was fresh off WWE.
Right.
Yeah, but I think that was a stupid move, though. I don't think that they should have wasted money on Leo Rush being the Joker card for him to come out and be eliminated in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No, that was a stupid move. But what I'm saying is, at the expense of Thunder Rosa, who you've been building up, who you spent 2 weeks attacking backstage in storyline so she couldn't win, for her to get beat by Ruby.
Long-term storytelling. It's not over yet.
But
Thunder Rosa is not done. And Thunder Rosa did not get hurt by losing a fucking battle royal.
But I'm still pissed because Thunder Rosa should have won that battle royal. I'm sorry.
And then what? Lost to Britt Baker on Dynamite?
I would have been fine with a shitty loss via like shenanigans, and then at the next pay-per-view, which is what, Full Gear or whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah, Full Gear.
Then Thunder Rosa gets back. I just think you can't. It's like how I felt about Darby and Punk, which I'll get to my reformed opinion on that later. But I'm just at the expense of people that you are building up and you're trying to build up. Why suddenly just be like, here's Ruby or here's whoever.
I don't think that was at the expense of Thunder Rosa. It was a battle royal. And Thunder Rosa's still going to get her shot.
I would have much rather have seen Ruby win rather than her come out as the Joker and then for her to lose.
Yeah, I would have been okay with either, to be honest, but I think I'd agree with that slightly.
I can agree with that, but still, it just bugs me that it's a battle royal, and I get your points. Right, I understand. But I just think that when you're going to build like that, you just are man, damn. I also really like Thunder Rosa, so I watched all the NWA stuff too, which it just bothers me. Damn. I like Ruby. So it's me. Damn.
You done there?
Sorry.
All right. So moving on to MJF versus Chris Jericho. If Jericho loses, he must retire from wrestling, but he still gets to be a commentator.
So, before we get started,
Okay.
when this match came on, I wrote down, if Jericho wins, I'm going to burn my AEW shirt. Just want
Now, is
everybody to
this
keep
just-
that in mind.
Is this just a straight up All Elite Wrestling shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
just
because
black.
I don't have a Jericho shirt. And I don't really wear the shirt, and it doesn't really fit me anyway. So
Now, this is where Excalibur's second slip up comes in, because during the match, Jericho and MJF end up in the crowd. They're fighting, and Excalibur is just like, yeah, there's no count out. You can't have count out in a match like this. And then later on, there's that count out spot with Jericho.
he doesn't understand if there's no top rope. Suicida.
It's not that bad.
It is pretty bad.
And he doesn't sound like Omega, like gasping for breath.
Well, Omega's a different problem, but fair.
I just, because I was like, oh, okay, it's a no count out match. Okay, cool. Then later on, they're doing the count out spot, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't Excalibur say this was no count out? Why are we doing a count out spot? What's going on here? My brain hurts.
Yeah.
Oh crap! There's blood coming out of my nose. Wait a minute. I will say I do like the different take on the quote unquote dusty finish. Like usually the dusty finish, oh my God, he won. No, wait. But this one they took it a step further by actually announcing MJF the winner. Jericho can't wrestle. Holy shit, this is bullshit. Blah blah blah. Which, yeah, a lot of cursing on the commentary team.
Yeah.
But then the ref comes out. Hey, the foot was on the rope. Oh, his foot was on the rope. Oh, okay. Then they restart the match. I kind of like that different take on it. Kind of the same thing, but a little different too.
Minus the
Where
fact
the hell
that
was that referee? Because I never saw him.
no, you didn't see the foot on the rope.
No, I saw the foot on the rope, but where was this so-called referee that suddenly comes in?
He
When,
came out.
I saw it with
yeah.
my own eyes.
When Hager and Wardlow were fighting on the ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But overall, though, I will say I like those. Well, I mean, I like that take on the dusty finish. But overall, I like MJF. I've said it once. I've said it a million times before. I think he should have been the one to dethrone Moxley as world champion. That's my opinion. But this match just didn't do it for me.
He's a really great heel, and
Yeah.
I think Jericho's storyline with him has really brought him down a lot. And this whole 50-50 booking of like, oh, Jericho has to get his win back is just why.
Atrocious.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Well, in theory, it's not 50-50 booking when they went over in Blood and Guts.
But they've only had 2 singles matches, correct?
Yes.
So then technically it is 50-50 booking. And the other thing is, why did Jericho have to beat MJF other than the stipulation? Why did Jericho need to win this match? Why did Jericho ever need to beat MJF? Jericho should have put over MJF, and then I don't know, he could have done something else. He could have even went on and wrestled somebody else or had a feud with
Because
somebody else.
he's Chris Jericho.
But
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, he is Chris Jericho, and that's how it should be.
Mine
I love
is
Chris Jericho, but he's kind of an egotistical asshole.
Yeah.
Wait. He's Chris Jericho, and he's the king of his world.
Oh,
See what I did
I don't want to
there?
live in his world though.
See what
That's
I
the
did
thing.
there?
I do.
yeah.
King of his world. Yeah, see? Okay.
Wow.
I the finish was, I don't know. I kind of would have preferred it, like, even if you took that stipulation away, if, or actually it would have been even better if they kept the stipulation in and MJF just won that way. And that was just how it ended. I think that would have been a great way to end it. So in short, I'm burning a shirt. And I am going to try.
But in theory, MJF won at first.
Yeah, no, I'm burning a shirt. I'm burning a shirt.
Stay tuned
I'm
to the
part of
3
it.
Dance Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel.
Yes, I plan on filming this weekend. So whenever I get it up to Will, I think it's going on the main channel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So look forward
Which,
to
if
that.
you guys haven't subscribed to the Three Way Dance Wrestling Podcast, where I upload the old episodes and every now and then some clips of previous ones. Recently, I uploaded the clip of us reviewing "I Don't Suck Really" by Kurt Angle. You guys want to check that out? You can. Link in the description. All right, coming up next here is the long-awaited return of CM Punk taking on Darby Allin, and boy, I think we're gonna have another split decision on this one.
Oh,
I
are we?
was bored with this one.
Oh my God, so was I.
And I was like, is Punk wearing the pants to hide his skinny fat ass?
I wrote too many rest holds too early in the match. Was kind of bored. Match picked up at the end, but overall, ... nothing special.
A solid 2.
Good to see Punk back though.
Yeah.
I thought
That
Punk
was
made
exactly
Darby
what I
Allin
was
look like $1 million.
No.
I
No.
love the wrestling. They were actually wrestling. This is a wrestling show. They were actually wrestling. Holy shit.
No,
That's
no,
mind blowing.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. But my problem was they were doing abdominal stretches and shit like 3 minutes into the match.
But you gotta slow it down and let the people digest.
Well, goddamn, you gotta speed it up too a little bit, brother.
They did.
You know,
Did you see the bump that fucking Darby took into the fucking post?
Yeah, but okay.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna hurt himself doing that.
I understand you gotta slow it down, brother, but still, you gotta fucking give me some speed first. You can't be like, oh, we're going 5 miles per hour. Oh shit, let's slow it down. Fucking crank it up to 35, then let's slow it down some, bro.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. You got to crank it up to 35 kilometers an hour, then fucking slow it down.
I was waiting for the A.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You know, but like, I just thought the rest holds came too early. They were doing like arm bars and fucking abdominal stretches like way too early in the match.
It was meant to be shown as a struggle, though. It was meant to be shown as a struggle, and Darby was getting the better of Punk in a lot of that too.
I just, I don't know. I disagree. I
mean, after the earlier match that we disagreed on, it doesn't surprise me. We disagree.
Personally, like 7 years of waiting, like, oh shit, Punk's finally back. There's, you know, I wasn't expecting these two to kill each other or anything, you know, but like, I expected a John Cena CM Punk match, and what I got was a fucking John Morrison CM Punk match, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What I thought was that CM Punk was relying more on a UFC style rather than a wrestling style. So I wasn't looking at it as, oh, hey, here's another here's a CM Punk match of old. Here's a CM Punk fight. And he's trying to blend wrestling back into it. And I think that's what had me bored, because it's rest hold, rest hold, rest hold, break, rest hold. Like, it was just...
Because it did pick up at the end. They were doing some unique shit. Punk was doing some unique shit to try and hit Darby with a GTS and such like that. It did pick up towards the end, but like the first half of it, I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I waited 7 years for this.
Honestly, the first half reminded me of Benoit and Angle at WrestleMania 17.
Was that the match where like?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Was that the match where like they had a time limit and they had to get like submission? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I always liked that one, so I was making.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know. Just me personally, this match, it on paper, this seemed like it was going to be the barn burner. Like, oh shit, this is going to be like Punk and Cena at Money in the Bank, but it was like Punk and Morrison on an episode of ECW.
Honestly,
one night,
probably my favorite match of the night. It's between this one and the opener, to be honest.
Wow.
The only thing I didn't like was the commentating at the end where they were selling the fact that it took 2 GTSs to put Darby Allin out. Don't kill his finish yet. And it didn't really take 2. I mean, the first one he kind of rolled out of the ring, and there was a bit of time between that. But, you know, Excalibur
That
needs
was an
to
oversell.
watch. I don't know that was an oversell. He didn't go like 100 feet to the edge of the ring. He just kind of rolled out quickly.
He's not light enough to have taken that kind of bump from a GTS.
I didn't think it was that ridiculous. He just kind of rolled out of the ring afterwards.
I just thought.
Yeah, we're split on this one.
Yeah.
All right, and in the main event,
You skipped the match.
Do what?
Skip the match.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we sure did. Fuck, yeah, fuck.
No.
Oh god, it was so insignificant. I did forget it.
I mean,
yeah, coming up next is QT Marshall taking on the returning No More BS Paul White.
all I wrote down was, well, that was a thing.
Yeah, that's what you said. Well, that happened.
Polite response for Paul White. Now let's move on to the main event.
Yes. No, but truly, I was just like, really? You built up this match for fucking Paul White, and it lasted like, I mean, I know there were bigger matches on this show.
Why
like,
even book it?
Thankfully, they didn't like build this Paul White like fucking quote unquote return, I guess, as big as CM Punk. Thankfully, but like still, could they have put like a little bit more effort into this match?
Or even made it Marshall, Camarado, and Solo versus Paul White.
I mean, that's kind of what it was in a way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like, I mean, I genuinely like QT Marshall. I think he's a good hand. You know, he has some sick moves and shit like that. You know, like he has this like twisting senton, and it's pretty sick and shit. I like that and shit. But like, I'm just like I'm just glad they didn't make it a big deal for the match to be this short. Because if they would have made like, oh my god, Paul White returning to the ring, and then it been this short, I would have like, I hate all of you. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still hate it, even though they didn't make a big deal out of it. But you know,
this isn't the way to use Big Show. It really isn't.
Who's Big Show?
Well,
Who's Big Show?
I don't know. Some guy used to wrestle for WWE.
where is Captain Insane? No.
I was so hoping he was going to wear that gear to the ring. Oh, please come out in the Captain Insano gear. Please come out in the Captain Insano gear.
Hey, if he came out, if he shows up as Santa Claus later this year, speaking of Jingle All the Way, Funko is releasing the talking Turbo Man doll.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's Turbo time.
It's Turbo time.
All right. And now the main event. Kenny Omega taking on Christian Cage with the AEW World Championship on the line. Every note that I had, and this is not just because I'm a Kenny Omega mark, but believe it or not, every note I have is just pro Kenny Omega.
Honestly,
I didn't really watch it. Didn't really pay attention to the match, so.
This may surprise you. I am not going to shit on him. I thought this was the most he's looked like a champion since we've been doing this. I thought this was the best match he's had since we've been doing this, and probably since AEW started. It was a wrestling match. It was exactly what it should have been. Didn't really care for the table spot. Didn't think it was needed, but it wasn't offensive.
I did like the unique take on the table spot where he put the table flat on him and jumped on it.
Yeah, it was unique, but I mean, the ref would have heard that and called for the bell. Like, I don't care if you're distracted. That's you know, it wasn't realistic. It didn't make sense.
I did like that. I liked the spinning wheel kick to the back of the head. I thought that was cool. Love the ripcord V trigger. Thought that was good. That was a good false finish with the kill switch. And Super One-Winged Angel was just fucking amazing.
What about him slipping on the guardrail?
Oh, he meant to do that.
Yeah, sure he did.
That's why he put up his finger. That's why he put up his finger. Like, he meant to do that.
Yeah. The slaps in the middle of the ring were really good too, I thought. Yeah, I actually like this match.
Oh, and speaking of moves, real quick, I want to go back to the tag team cage match real quick because I forgot which Buck did it, but like one of the Bucks whipped out a move that he doesn't really whip out that often, but he used to do it in TNA, and he stands on the top rope and then he kind of does like a corkscrew and grabs him for a stunner. He whipped that.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, I love that shit. All right, I just wanted to mention that real quick.
The middle finger stuff, it was overused on this pay-per-view, and I feel like it's getting overused a lot, where it's like usually the babyface is getting his ass kicked and the heel does or says or something to them, and then the babyface just gives them the finger. I don't know. It's just everybody does it now. It's not as special. It's not as cool. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it anymore.
No.
But the result I expected. I'm just waiting for the rubber match now.
No, I think they're done.
What? What do you mean? 50-50 booking, AEW.
Yeah.
Christian won?
And Christian won and Kenny Omega won. That's it. 50-50. We're done. Now it's going to be their new toy, which is Bryan Danielson, who came out after the match, as well as Adam Cole, baby.
Oh,
Well,
damn! Speaking of Adam Cole, damn, 90 days went quick, didn't it?
No, Adam
Yeah,
Cole he didn't. His contract expired. He didn't have a non-compete.
yeah, he didn't get released or anything, so he's just allowed to go, right?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that was a quick 90 days.
And the reason why he decided not to sign with WWE is because he asked for a guarantee he could keep his Twitch if they called him up, and they said no, we can't guarantee that.
Oh.
And he said fine.
Plus, I heard a rumor that they wanted him to be a heel manager on SmackDown, and he was like, no thanks.
Gross.
Yeah. So, yep, Adam Cole comes out at the end of the match and joins the Elite, of course. And then Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryanson, whatever. He comes out, not to the final countdown. Sorry, Nick. And he joins Jurassic Express, apparently.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, to fight off the
Because
Elite.
everybody needs to be in a stable, so why not?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that he's joining the dress, though I would see it. I could see it. I really could.
Overall, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, what do we rate AEW All Out? Shelby?
8.
So a 9, really, with the tag match.
I really like this pay-per-view. This was, if it wasn't my favorite pay-per-view we've watched since we've been doing this, it was my second.
Nick?
8.
8? Okay. Give me a sec here. Let's see. You know what? Just for the tag match alone, 9.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of the show.
That's our best reviewed pay-per-view.
Yeah,
just for the tag match alone, 9. Fuck the rest of the show. Just for the tag match alone, 9.
This whole pay-per-view made me interested. I might actually check out Dynamite for the first time in like a year this week.
I saw a comment on a results page, and it was like, is it a prerequisite for the women's battle royal to have ass showing? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure with like the exception of Emi Sakura, every single one of them, their shorts were a little bit short.
Nope, Rio.
Oh, Rio too. Yeah, that's right.
The thing I noticed during that, and I didn't say it during the battle royal part, but they have like 3 different types of women in AEW. They have the blonde bombshells, they have the Japanese schoolgirls, and they have the weird chicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that to be disparaging. I'm just saying I noticed.
No, it's battle royal. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I mean, you have Ty Conti and Anna.
You got a couple to like Britt Baker, obviously, right? That don't quite fit those. She doesn't fit up. She's not a blonde though, and she's not weird. So,
I mean, she is a dentist.
I'm pretty sure in some alternate universe it's different. Hey, speaking of alternate universes,
Good
there used to
segue.
be a great show about alternate universes called Sliders. You guys ever see it?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
That show was good. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
that show is now hard to find on DVD. And speaking of hard to find TV shows on DVD, you can head over to one of our sponsors, hardtofindtv.com, and their sister site, fanmadedvd.com, and you could probably pick up a copy of Sliders and watch all 5 seasons back to back in a row. Just never leave your house and grow your beard out and just watch Sliders. Or if you don't want to watch Sliders, there's thousands of other shows to choose from. Just head on over there and you can use our checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST, at checkout and save 15%. And they have thousands of shows to choose from that you can put on DVD or Blu-ray. And on top of all that, you can get subtitles on them in any language possible. Even ones that aren't even made up yet. You can make up your own language. Put it on their DVDs. They don't care. Just make sure you tell them what it is. So if you just head on over there, find the show that you want, tell them that the artist from the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast sent you, and they'll do that there for you. And of course, if you go over there and you don't see a show that you want for some reason, let them know. Say, hey, I want this show. And they'll say, okay, we'll put it on there for you. And if for some reason they can't find the show, as I like to say, if they don't have it, you don't need it. All of this and more at hardtofindtv.com and their sister site, fanmadedvd.com. But at hardtofindtv.com, you can only use your Amazon Pay to pay them. But that's awesome if you have Amazon Pay. But if you would like to whip out the old credit card, whip out the old Visa or Master Charge or Diners Club.
Diners Club.
Diners Club. You want to whip out the old Diners Club card and pay them and everything. You have to head on over to fanmadedvd.com and use your card there. So head on over there, use checkout code ARTIST and save 15% or more. Well, not more. Just 15%. You know what I'm saying. All right. Now I meant to say and more, and I said or more. So now let's head into our wrestling fact of the week, where Nick shoots us a fact that we may or may not know. We go into it blind. We have no idea what he's found or picked out. So, Nick, what's the wrestling fact of the week?
Okay, so we go back to June 17th, 1996. Now, on June 17th, 1996, the last matches to be presented at the Mid-South Coliseum were presented by the USWA before they moved to the 200,000 square foot building known as the Big One, located at the Hollywood and on 240. Now, the reason why I bring this up is not because of the history of the building or any of that. It's because the last card at that building, the Curtain Jerker, was a tag team match featuring a young Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, known at that time as Flex Cabana.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's the fact of the week.
Oh,
Right on.
All right. And now we get into the Sportster list of the week, which this one's kind of interesting, I think. Last time we had a little we had 2 lists basically that was dealing with the word uncomfortable. Well, I think this one better deals with that word, and it is the 10 most uncomfortable gimmicks for female wrestlers in wrestling history. And I think some of them work out.
Piggy James better be on here. You fucking assholes.
I will tell you right now, Piggy James is not on here.
Damn.
Wow.
Number 10 is the dominatrix herself, Shaniqua.
You know, I did love
being-
Shaniqua.
I remember being so confused as to what she was wearing when I was a kid.
I don't understand. Like I understood the gimmick. So I don't understand why people didn't like it and shit like that. Like, I got it. I mean, she wasn't that great in the ring, which fine, So use her in a managerial role. She did fine in her role and everything. So I really didn't see any problem with this.
It's the over sexualization and about it, I think.
I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, when your tag team's coming out with ball gags in their mouth. I guess.
Exactly.
and leashes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's why you said Shaniqua earlier. I heard you when you said that. I was thinking that too.
Coming in at number 9 is a Snooki ripoff, that being Cookie.
Who?
I wasn't watching TNA at this time
Oh yeah.
So then, how do you know it's TNA?
because I know it's TNA.
TNA.
I mean, who else would it be?
Cookie, played by Becky Bayless. She was fired to play Cookie character as the manager of Robbie E. Let's see if it says why. Oh, it doesn't say why. It just says she was fired. How are them cookies over there?
That's not Cookie's story.
I tried to ignore it at first, but it just kept going.
I'm sorry.
I know, I could barely hear you.
All right, but Cookie, uncomfortable?
Yes.
It was just dumb.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. This one I really disagree with. Number 8, Jillian Hall, bad singer.
Oh God,
It's
uncomfortable to the
insulting.
ears. Yeah,
I love this gimmick.
yeah.
I'm the
he was.
greatest thing since sliced bread.
I liked it better when she had the weird thing on her face.
Oh,
What? No.
that was offensive.
That was offensive.
I fucking love the bad singer gimmick. It was I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh my God.
I liked seeing somebody interrupt her and kick her ass afterwards.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this one's uncomfortable. This one was great. Plus, she even has an iTunes charted song.
I can't believe that that's true. I can't fathom that. I've never listened to it. Is it bad?
I don't
Or
know.
does she actually
I
try?
never listened to it either. I think it's a Christmas song.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure you're
no.
right.
Coming in-
Next episode, we review that song and that song.
No, we are not
No.
doing music for a while.
John Cena's album.
Coming in at number 7 is Natalia, farting.
Yeah, that's. I mean, maybe not. I don't know about uncomfortable, but really stupid. Sure.
It was
Yeah.
just dumb. Yeah, it was just dumb.
This
dumb,
is when
dumb,
she was
dumb.
with. This is when they had the farting stable of Great Khali, Hornswoggle, and Natalia. That doesn't save money.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ability of your mind. That fire theme music though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's fuck music right there. I put that song on the spot.
And that's why he
put
hasn't
on some
got
mu-
any in 3 years, folks.
Come on, put on some music. Okay, how about this song? Here's about it. I'm going home.
Oh,
Angelina Love being mind controlled by Winter. That's another one I kind of liked.
It's still
yeah,
stupid.
Right, actually, I thought that was all right.
Yeah, I liked it. Plus, I like the Winter character a lot.
Yeah.
It was no Katie Lee.
This one I completely 1000% disagree with, and Joey Haverton, whoever wrote this list, should be fucking dragged into the street and fucking shot like a horse with a broken leg for this one. Number 5, Crazy Woman, Alicia Fox.
I don't remember this one.
That's when like she would like lose a match and then she would just fucking like literally just go crazy. Like she would just
she would go ape shit. Yeah,
just throwing shit at ringside and like beating up like the ring boy and shit.
Yep.
It got her over
She
for a
flipped
bit.
at Nia
Like
Jax.
yeah,
Wasn't
like
that when she flipped at Nia too? Like she
Yeah.
was trying to be nice, and Nia was like, "Eh," and she was like, and they like threw her into the table or some shit. It's like, whoa, okay.
and like
Cool.
Vince even liked it. Vince was putting her over
Wow.
for a bit because Vince liked the gimmick.
That honestly sounds like a Vince McMahon idea.
Yeah, I disagree with that one. That was fucking dope.
Well, damn, pal.
Shit, pal. Coming in at number 4 is Terry Reynolds as a she-double.
I mean,
Well.
that was back when they were doing a lot of sexualized stuff. I don't
Jim
know.
Ross started calling Terry a she-double during her flings with Meat, D'Lo Brown, Val Venus, and others.
Oh, meat.
Little meat.
Wow.
Coming in at number 3, I think we can all agree on Daphne as the governor.
I don't know about
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
That
Yeah?
was a bit much. The
Why?
Sarah Palin bullshit, yeah. It was just dumb. Like, why
Well,
did it need to be dumb?
Maybe dumb, but I don't know about uncomfortable.
Dumb, uncomfortable, wasn't necessary.
Wow.
Dumb.
Sure.
Number 2, the exhibitionist, Kelly.
Absolutely 100%.
Really?
Dumb bitch.
I mean, I think
Oh.
I was 16 at the time, so I enjoyed it then. However,
I wish we could have just ended it at dumb bitch and moved on, but I'll let Shelby finish his thought.
No, fair enough. Go on, move on. We'll leave it.
Okay.
Just edit that part out.
Any guesses as to what number 1 can be? I'll give you guys a hint. It's somebody who's already on this list.
Ooh,
It could be any of them.
I've already forgotten who was on this list. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Relationship with her brother, Katie Lee Burchell.
Oh, yes. Oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was bad.
I feel like there's one storyline that if it had have gone would have been the number 1.
Gets.
Vince McMahon always wanted to do. He's had an idea for incest storylines for years, and he finally pulled the trigger on this one. But then it was like right when they went to PG, so he had to scrape it.
Yeah, honestly, if he actually did the one with Steph, I think that would have been number 1. If he somehow managed to talk her into it, because that would have been really creepy.
Well.
Could you imagine if we were like talking about that as if we're an actual thing that happened?
Wow.
Just can't imagine.
Even just the sound of it is.
I know.
Just,
I know.
Dude.
I can't believe he would even think about it. I know he's a crazy bastard, but holy fuck. Where are you
2 hours of sleep a night, pal.
Oh, man.
Ain't nobody like me.
What if my daughter was carrying my baby?
What if we do a segment on television where I fuck her? Yeah, that's good.
That probably would have been next.
Here's Bruce. That's good shit, boss. That's good shit.
I don't know. I think just about everybody in that company.
I wonder sometimes Bruce
like,
is just like Vince pitches to something that's just completely stupid. And like, isn't that good shit, pal? And Bruce, like Vince hears it as just like, yeah, Vince, that's good shit. But it's really Bruce just like, yeah, Vince, yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, good pal.
Mm-hmm. Like Smithers and Mr. Burns.
Yeah. Like Vince hears it as like, yeah, Vince, that's awesome. But like, it's really Bruce like, yeah, Vince, yeah, that's good. You do that.
He's just doodling on the pad he has when he should be taking notes.
When am I gonna get to go home? I haven't been home in a week.
He's just drawn a picture of Cornette fighting Kevin Dunn.
Just agree with him so I can go home.
Yeah, Vince, good shit, pal. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's probably happened.
He comes in the next day. He's just like, so we're gonna do that idea I talked about yesterday. What? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, do it, Vince. Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's gonna run after the 24/7 championship. Oh, wait, no.
Wait, you mean
I always
you mean former WWE champion Jeff Hardy, right? You don't mean Jeff Harvey, do you?
Good shit, pal.
I always like the story of Bruce saying that when Shawn Michaels was a heel and him and Pat were trying to convince Vince of him being a babyface, and Vince is like, I don't want to hear it. I'm never going to hear that shit again. And then like months later, Vince finally saw it. He turns to Bruce and Pat is like, why am I the only one who sees Michaels as a babyface? And they just look at each other like, the fuck, man. Fucking love that story.
All right, so let's get into the questions here, and there are quite a few questions here this week.
Jesus Christ. We're going to have to do
yeah.
a second podcast for questions.
Oh, well, we got time here. Some of them shouldn't take that long. But before we get into those questions, we got to give a shout out to our final sponsor here at the 308 Dance Wrestling Podcast, and they are an awesome sponsor, man. They're a great sponsor. I love these guys. They not only sponsors, but I'm also a customer, and that is MoviesAreUSA.net. Don't want to go to the. Nick gave me a great fucking plug for this. People the other day, so I've kind of stolen it from Nick. So, and that is, do you Shelby, do you like going to the movie theaters?
Sure.
Do you not want to go right now because of COVID or some shit?
Oh yeah, I hate movie theaters.
Yeah, do you hate the movie ticket prices and shit?
Yeah, they're so high.
Well, what if I told you that, like, for almost about the same price as a movie ticket, you can see one of the movies in theaters and keep the movie?
I'd say you're crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, but see, you go to the movie theater, you pay like $15 for a movie ticket, you watch the movie, and then you leave and shit like that. They don't give you a copy to fucking watch. Well, at MoviesAreUSA.net, you can get some of the current releases in theaters on Blu-ray, and you get to keep it forever.
What?
Yeah.
Holy.
And on top of all that, they have thousands of other titles to choose from. Like, just released today was Escape Room Tournament of Champions, the day of this recording. You know, not to mention they have other great titles such as Robot Chicken seasons 1 through 10. You know, they have obscure TV movies such as Generation X from 1996. You know, they have a whole bunch of great titles, and I implore every single one of you listeners out there to head on over and see the titles that they offer, because if you go over there and use our checkout code 3-way,
Wait,
word,
what?
yeah, 3-way, the word, not the number, THREEWAY, 3-way, you're going to save, thank you for doing that during the advert, you're going to save, not 15 like our other sponsors. Don't get me wrong, we love our other sponsors too, but you're not going to save 15%. You're not going to save 30%. You're not going to save 40. You're not going to save 45, but you're going to save 50% off your purchase.
That's insane.
I know. So, I mean, like the Robot Chicken that I just mentioned, I got 10 seasons of television. 10 seasons of television for only $25. You find another website out there that's going to give you 10 seasons.
Boys.
You find I can't. You find another website out there that's going to give you 10 seasons of television for $25. You won't find one. I'll tell you that much right now. So head on over to MoviesAreUSA.net, and you be sure to let them know that all of us here from the 3-Way Dance sent you. Use checkout code 3-Way and save 50% on your purchase. All right, let's get into these questions here.
You all right over there, Bubbles?
No.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
All right.
Holy fuck, boys.
Oh, yeah, just FYI, Canada boys, if you're curious, I believe on MoviesAreUSA.net, which they do ship internationally, you can get Trailer Park Boys animated on Blu-ray.
Decent. That's like, you can get all the seasons of Trailer Park Boys and the animated.
No, just animated.
Fuck.
No, now you're getting greedy. You want the live action show and the animated show? Now you're getting greedy.
Sorry. That.
All right. This question is from Pretty Fly for a Wi-Fi, aka
Like the name already.
Yeah. Question for all. Interested to hear who would be on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling managers?
Fred Blassie, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, Bobby Heenan.
Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette, Sherry Martell. And only because he's underrated, the Reverend Slick.
Oh,
Mm.
very good. Very good.
Jim Cornette, Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, J.J. Dillon.
Oh, very good.
All right, these questions come from Josh A. And he has a set of questions here. So the first one being, favorite sauce to dip your steak in? Shelby?
A1.
Yeah, same.
A1 or HP, but I prefer A1.
Oh, yeah, A1.
Yeah, okay.
The
I don't know,
blood dripping. The blood dripping from the medium steak right there. That's all the sauce. You just
Ooh,
dip her in
good
right
point.
there. Just yeah.
I went to this like
You're a nasty fuck.
Mm.
went to this like Texas barbecue place one time, and they did like this creamy dill kind of sauce thing to dip it in. That was fucking good too. Or
That
baked
sounds
beans.
good.
Baked
What
beans.
is
Good.
you said A1 or HP? What the fuck is HP?
They're steak sauces. They're just
Thank you for clarifying so much.
they're literally just steak sauces. Like, I don't know how to explain it any better.
HP is like A1.
Yeah,
Similar to A1.
they're basically the same thing, just different companies.
Brands.
Oh, same thing, but different. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wow, that helped even more. Thank you so much. Praise
No
him.
worries.
Praise him in all his mercies.
Yes, yes.
Second one being weirdest food you all heard of and had to try. Crowd goes mild.
The only thing that comes to mind right now, weirdest one that I heard of and had to try would be like, and this isn't even that weird, but I made breaded meatballs one time. They were not very good.
Huh.
But the weirdest one that I didn't have to eat, or that I didn't want to eat, was dill pickle ice cream.
Oh.
I'm not interested in dill pickle ice cream. I don't know why. I'm just not. Sounds gross.
Weirdest food that I had to try. There were these curry flavored chips. And it was like Lay's potato chips. And I was like, wait, just curry?
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, curry's an acquired taste, but they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the store clerk, like they only got them for like a month or something because they didn't do well. And I remember the store clerk, I went in like 1 week and bought like 2 bags, and a week or two goes by and I buy like 6 more. She's like, you're the only person that has bought those. I was like, you remember me? She's like, you bought those chips? I was like, oh, just nobody else bought. Oh, no one buys those. Oh, okay, good.
I think the weirdest food I ever tried, it was fuck, I can't remember the name of it. It started with an S. It was it had spinach in it, and it had like some kind of liquid on it, and it had walnuts on it.
It was like a salad.
Salad, that's it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. All right then.
I have Wilford Brimley. Like, oh man, sorry.
Sorry, it's just that Shelby bought that setup so well.
I know, right?
Was it salad? Yeah, that's it.
I was like trying to think of a specific type of salad, not just salad in general.
Salad.
Salad like every week.
Number 3 from Josh is weirdest place you have had sex. Nick?
Yeah.
Walk-in closet.
Walk-in closet.
Walk-in closet. Holy shit.
And not even like a big one either. Like there's enough room for like a person, maybe a dresser, not a dresser and 2 people, amorous activity.
There wasn't room for activities?
Well, yes. Barely.
Shelby?
Well, yeah.
Oof, I don't know if I've had that many weird places. I guess the weirdest one would just be like the forest. Like, just
Oh yeah,
laid
I
a
remember
coat down.
Yeah. Yeah, but wait a minute, wasn't the forest? Wasn't that just a blowjob?
I don't remember.
I
That
could
was
have
so
sworn.
long ago.
I was gonna say I could have sworn you told us the forest one was just a blowjob.
It might have been. I don't really. Again,
There
that was
was-
so long ago.
For me, there was also a boat launch ramp.
That's so specific. Just like on the ramp, like were you like in the water or just like on the ramp?
There was no boat, but unfortunately we had nowhere else to park except for here's a boat launch ramp.
Okay, so you were in a
parked on the ramp. Well, okay, but it was on a boat launch ramp.
All right. Well, if we got into like my vehicle was parked into this location, then I could probably come up with something better. But
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, then that doesn't count. I'll just sit walking the line.
I was just picturing you like laying on this like concrete boat launch in just like the most uncomfortable place.
Yeah, I've had pretty vanilla sex, but I think mine would probably be the backseat of a car. Which don't let the fucking pornos fool you, where like it all looks all like sexy and shit. No, that shit's very uncomfortable.
Backseat of a pickup truck
very
would as well.
uncomfortable.
What job did you want as a kid?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
I wanted to be a farmer.
I actually wanted to be a pro wrestler.
Nah, yeah. I mean, eventually I wanted that too.
No, I mean like
Max Mood, man.
you know, like that's not even like like oh, we're on a wrestling podcast. Like, let me say no. Like there was a time as like when I was like fucking 6 or some shit, maybe even younger. I'm just like shit. I want to be a pro wrestler. Sure.
I mean, out of the three of us, I would expect you to have that dream more so than me and Nick. Not saying that we didn't, but you know what I mean, I think.
Yeah.
I eventually got into wanting to be in commentary, and I did kind of pursue that for a bit, but it didn't pan out. So.
Strangest or dangerous bet you all accepted? Shelby?
I
just feel like you have had the most experience with this one.
My buddy and I make stupid bets all the time. I couldn't even tell you. The one bet I made was that he wouldn't skip work the next day, which was just really dumb. I don't know why I did that. I also bet another friend that he couldn't roof a frisbee one time, and he totally did. I'm terrible with bets. I usually end up losing, unless it's actually poker.
I once took a bet that I couldn't eat an entire big, I'm talking like a big ass jar of olives from
black or green?
Green between the hours of 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. But I'm not talking just the olives. I'm talking also drank the brine. I took the bet that I couldn't do it before 1 o'clock without throwing up. I made it to 101 and then I barfed everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Like I ate the whole thing, but barfed everywhere. It was bad.
Damn.
Never again.
Probably the most dangerous one I took was one that like everybody backed out of, and that was I was in biology class and we were dissecting frogs. And at the time I had a reputation of taking stupid bets like, hey, Will, lick the floor for $1. Oh, okay, I'll do anything for $1. Which sounds really bad out of context. But so we were dissecting frogs and we took out like the frogs, I think I want to say kidney. And we were holding it in our hands and just amazed at how small it was and shit. So somebody posed the idea, Will, eat it. Ha, 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 ha. I was like, how much money you got? And like, people were putting in like, okay, I got this much. I got this. It ended up being like 24 bucks or some shit. So like, I was like, 24 bucks and all I got to do is eat it? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, shit, I could just swallow this. You know? So like, I'm about to do it. And that's when everybody was like, nope, never mind. Nope. Because they knew I was about to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that probably would have did something to my health.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably.
Movie you hate with a passion.
Movie 43.
Oh, come on!
Man, that is the only movie I was in the theater and debated on walking out and asking for my money back.
Oh my god, I thought that movie was great, man.
Fucking terrible.
Oh.
I don't know. I have a movie that I absolutely hate. The Wizard of Oz.
Really? That's surprising.
I get it.
Scares the shit out of me. Even to this
Okay.
fucking
Well-
day, it scares the shit out of me.
I didn't think that was going to be the reason why, but I get why he hates it. But,
Flying monkeys, fuck them. I hate the fucking.
flying monkeys, fuck them. Mine, I was actually just talking about the other night on the live show. Jerry Springer's Ringmaster.
Oh, fuck that movie too.
Number 7, real short and simple. Life goal.
Be happy.
Well, yeah, I'll take that. I second that one. Be happy.
My life goal, if given the choice of being kind or being right, I choose be right.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right.
Question number 8. Ever have a homosexual dream? Shelby.
I don't think so.
I figured you'd
Not
have
even about Lunchbox.
What's that?
Not even about Lunchbox.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean,
What do you want to tell us?
I had one where a bearded Ben Affleck showed up at my front door with a proposition, and I woke up before I could find out what that proposition was. So that counts.
Why Ben Affleck?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain. I don't know what the proposition was, and it never happened again.
Yeah, I can't say that I have either, but I should know one of us have an answer to that. Number 9.
Ben Affleck.
Ever got into a serious fight?
Yes. Yeah, I
Yep.
sent the kid to the hospital.
I gave a kid a fat lip and, well, actually, it was a fat lip and a busted knee. Well, no. A fat lip, he had an abrasion on his knee and a tear in his pants.
I took
And his sister was crying.
I took a couple layers of skin off my sister's arm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Number 10, favorite song.
Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
That's a good one.
Oh, this is another one that will like change by the day for me. I'll just say my my favorite one recently, Spring Break 1899 by Murder by Death.
Oh, it's not Where the Hood At?
No.
Where the hood at?
I think mine. Oh God, I don't know. Pretty much half the Dead by April library. Pretty much. All right, and Josh's next set of questions here. What got you into wrestling? Hulk Hogan, brother.
It was probably either Hogan or the Macho Man. Like, even just watching old tapes, like, after stuff had happened. Like, yeah.
A buddy of mine was watching it. I thought it sounded cool, and I checked it out.
I think we've answered this before, so this one will be rather quick. Favorite male wrestler of all time?
Ooh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage is sorry.
Chris Benoit is for real.
Trust me if you dare. Jake Roberts. Favorite female wrestler of all time?
Ooh. AJ Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
China. Or just to make Shelby mad, Sable.
It's like that make me mad. I disagree.
Fuck.
Today, Junior.
Fuck. I don't. Kong.
Okay. Favorite theme song?
Undisputed.
Oh, damn. No, it's got go Jungle Boy. I fucking love that they use that song for him. Like, oh my god, I fucking love it.
I have 3, and that is I'm in the top 1%. Come and get it. That oh radio, tell me everything
course.
you know. And here's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Here's about it.
I also like Mac Militant.
Oh yeah, that's a good song too. Yeah.
Oh, and I throw the original.
And,
I throw the original Kofi Kingston on there. SOS. I hear them
Billy
shouting.
Kidman's theme from when he was tagging with Paul London. Like, you
Huh.
can run if you want
Yeah.
to, but you can't hide. Like, I liked that. I liked
Yeah.
the opening to it too. The opening to it was sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a creepy vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite gimmick?
Hmm.
The
Mankind.
Undertaker.
Pirate Paul Burchill. Shelby?
I said Mankind.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay.
Yeah, Nick and I said it at the same time.
Oh, okay. Best entrance?
The Brood.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there are others, but yeah. Let's agree with that.
Most overrated and most underrated wrestling matches. Most overrated, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 12.
Bingo.
Most underrated? Ooh.
Angle versus Shawn Michaels, Mania 21.
Is that the one where like they had a time limit and they had to get like?
I don't
Fuck
feel like that
seats.
one's like. I don't feel like that one's underrated though, and I'm not disparaging it, but I feel like it's a beloved classic.
I don't know. I see. To me, it doesn't get as much recognition nowadays as what it should. Like, I mean, there was a time it got more recognition, but it doesn't so much now. And the matches that it's passed up for are oftentimes not superior.
You know, a match that isn't talked about is Mike Awesome versus Spike Dudley from what year was it?
Like 2001.
Yeah. So, no, not 2001. I think it was ECW Guilty as Charged 2000. Great match. Who has the best merch?
Right now.
Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. Oh, sorry.
It depends what you mean by best. I mean, best selling, then you pretty much have to go with Austin. Those 316 shirts still sell today.
Yeah.
And a lot sell today. You know?
I don't know. I heard the ArtistVersion1 has some sweet merch.
I like the
Where do you
Bullet
find
Club
that?
merch too, but
You can find that by messaging me.
it's top quality.
Best nickname and worst nickname. I'm sorry, but I don't really get behind the bastard.
No,
I think
I
that's
like
kind
the
of
best.
dumb too. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't really like the American Nightmare.
See, I like that one too.
That one doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
The son of the son of the plumber is stupid too, but, you know.
The son of a plumber, I don't like.
Yeah, it's too wordy. I like the Ring General.
Ring General's pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah.
I don't think of a nickname.
Blackheart. I like the Blackheart as well.
Best nickname, that 70s guy.
Freshly squeezed.
Oh, freshly squeezed. Number 10, most annoying. Karrion Kross. Bianca Belair.
That's a good
Cena.
shout. The Young Bucks.
Cena.
Actually, the Elite.
The elite. The elite. The elite. Super kick party. Yeah,
Johnny
I'd agree with
Gargano.
that.
Really?
I hate the way. I hate him as a heel. Just doesn't work for me. Him and his wife just, no, I'm not a big fan of him anymore.
And the last one here from Josh. When you were kids, was there a wrestler that you loved but didn't know they were dead until older?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no as well.
Mine was Dino Bravo.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know Dino Bravo was dead until I got older. All right, that's all for Josh's 87 questions there.
Sorry, we missed a name on most annoying though.
We did.
Don Callis.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Andrew asked, I know I asked about this a lot, but this question is a bit more specific. Mike Chioda recently said he heard about WWE is prepping to sell to Disney. Specifically, do you think it's best for the WWE to be sold to the same company that already owns rights to the network, selling to Comcast, NBC/Peacock, or does that not matter? And you prefer to see it go to a company that handles content better, like Disney? Star Wars movies have sucked, but they have been killing it with Star Wars shows and all the Marvel-related stuff, in my opinion.
I still don't think Disney is a good answer.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Honestly, out of all the potential buyers that there is, Disney is my least favorite option.
I'd rather
Because
Tony
I mean, I've
Khan
joked
from
about it
behind
before.
just
I'm just saying, I've joked about it before, but if people are pissed at Peacock's editing shit now, imagine what Disney's going to do to it.
Yeah, not to mention all the theme park rides and shit they're gonna make off it and shit, and just stupid amounts of money they're gonna make off professional
the amount of New Day crap and like
Yeah, New Day be a big one. John Cena as well.
Becky Lynch, like
I'd much rather. And
Although that would be a fun ride. Come on and ride the last kicker, you know.
well,
I could
just
see
Becky
them.
Lynch.
I could see them selling
Come
to
on,
NBC.
Mom, I want to ride the last kicker.
Yeah, we all do, son. We all do.
Yeah.
This question here just shows that I don't think Andrew listens to the whole podcast sometimes, and that is, why is Bianca Belair so over? I don't get it. The gimmick hair is the worst. What are your guys' thoughts? I think I've made my thoughts very fucking obvious.
I think we all have, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't think he
She's
listens to the
on
whole
her own.
podcast sometimes, because like there's been many of episodes where I've made that very clear, my thoughts on her. So go back and listen to the old episode. You'll figure it out. Were you ever on the wrong side of a swirly or a wet willy when you were a kid in school?
Yep.
I was about to say, did kids even still do that shit then? But okay, apparently they did.
Wet willies, yeah, but like I think I was too big for a swirly. I've always been a big dude, so.
I got swirly.
Oh, that's
I
rough.
kicked the kid's ass.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, well, I threw. So what happened was I got swirly, and then I threw the kid into the stall that was opposing it, and I didn't think anybody heard us. So I come out and I've got my wet head, and he comes out and he's somehow a bloody mess now, and I got sent to the office. And, well, I didn't get in trouble though because he started it, so I finished it.
He
So
started it, you finished it, yeah.
Exactly.
Ice cream or soft serve? I'm sorry, but isn't that the same fucking thing?
Yeah,
No.
that's what I read. I was like,
Ice
that's the
cream's
same
harder.
thing, man.
I mean,
Okay, but it's still
ice cream
it's
is
still
like
the
harder.
same ingredient.
But it's still in the same family.
I guess.
It's like
I mean,
calling
I'm gonna say
sorbet
soft serve.
ice cream. Fuck. I don't know.
That's like, okay, that's like if I'm eating a hamburger.
Gas
and
or self-serve.
That's like if I'm eating a hamburger and it's all together on a patty on a bun, but if I chop it up, it's not a hamburger anymore.
It's not. It's hamburger meat. So you're telling me the taco meat is the same thing as a hamburger?
Okay, now we're getting too logical.
We are currently looking for a new co-host of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. If you would like to apply, leave your
Not the
application.
first time.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take pie.
Only because it classifies as a cake. I gotta go with cake, and that's because I'm a sucker for cheesecake.
Cheesecake is dope.
Did you guys see the Suicide Squad? If so, what do you think?
Well, I was supposed to, but no, I did not.
He's got some ass out of it. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey.
Shelby?
No, I haven't seen it.
I saw it. Was pissed off at the first 10 minutes of it, but the rest of the movie was pretty solid. Do you think WWE would ever consider a collaboration with AEW the way AEW works with Impact? No.
Hell no. Nope.
Who do you think should just retire in the WWE or just quit wrestling? Karrion Kross.
And
Bianca
Edge.
Belair.
Well, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Yeah, with Ray.
Sheamus? Really?
Yep. But more so Ray.
Karrion Kross. Really? Natalia?
Yep.
You can't get rid of one half of Team Titties?
Okay, but Dana Brooke needs a spot.
Nia Jax.
Hey, Nia's starting to grow on me. I might have to agree with Will on this one soon.
We are still looking for a new co-host of the Three-Way Dance.
I'm trying to agree with you on Nia.
I think he's saying that about me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I kind of forgot he was actually a Nia Jax fan.
You and I talk about my angel.
I like that puffy hair now. I like how they what she's done.
See, that's the thing I don't like is the puffy hair. I usually like it long and straight.
See, that's what sold me on Nia. I was like, oh yeah, I'm right. I don't know. I'm a weird dude.
And the last one here coming from Jason. What's the best pay-per-view match where a wrestler retired?
I'm going with Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Would that be her first retirement or a match against Charlotte?
I mean the first one, the real one.
As opposed to the imaginary one?
As opposed to I got to come back and then have a second retirement because everybody in wrestling does that.
Well, Terry Funk's had like 47 retirements.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mick Foley hasn't had that many though yet. I think he's probably in the lead in terms of lowest amount. Austin didn't though. Austin still is the legend.
Yeah,
he has.
Austin and Jesse Ventura.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I don't think anybody wanted to book Jesse Ventura either.
Jesse
Yes.
Ventura. Jesse Ventura has said that he is one of the rare wrestlers that is retired and has stayed retired.
Yeah, Austin's the only other one because even the Undertaker, there's talk that he's going to take some Saudi blood money. So great.
I mean, would you count death as a retirement?
No. Are you gonna go with that?
Because if so, then I choose Eddie Guerrero, No Mercy 2005.
Oh.
Because I was there live, man.
Ah. Dang. I forgot you were there live for that one.
Oh yeah, I was there live.
Last
For that
pay-per-view.
last pay-per-view, baby. I'm counting it. My show. I'm counting it. Death counts as a retirement.
Fair enough.
But yes, it counts.
And Shelby, you agree with Nick?
What's that?
Wait a minute. Who said Trish Stratus?
I said
Yeah,
Stratus
I agree with.
Oh,
Trish,
you agree with
yeah.
Shelby?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
Yeah,
All right, and that was the last question. Woo! All right.
Wow.
I know, right? Woo! A lot of questions. Hey.
Yeah. Woo.
I didn't have to extort any pets or anything like that. So no
Yeah.
animals were harmed in the making of this animal.
You don't
And
need
they weren't even
extra
threatened
questions.
either.
Do what?
You don't need
They weren't
extra
even
questions. We're at the perfect amount of questions.
What, 19?
Yeah. No more. No
Something
more.
like that.
That's good.
Always come in at 19 questions, however many there is. Just that doesn't mean don't add more questions after you see 19 already there. Keep those questions coming.
Or keep those questions in your head for the next week.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Keep coming back.
That.
Keep them coming back.
All right, so that usually leads us into the vintage pick of the week, where Shelby, Nick, and I suggest a show, a match, a promo, a fucking commercial, I don't know, something wrestling related that we think you guys should go and check out. So, Nick, hit us with your vintage pick of the week.
My vintage pick of the week, it's just it's actually for the post-match sequence. So it's for July 7th, 2014. It's El Torito versus Bo Dallas. And after Bo Dallas wins, he's doing his victory lap and he just runs right over El Torito. Just bang, smack. Torito goes down. He just keeps going with the victory lap. It's some of the funniest shit.
Oh man.
Your gift from earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Mine.
80s matches are we watching this one?
Mine comes from Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Oh, shit.
Yes. It's the match that got me into New Japan and got me. It was the first match I saw of Kenny Omega's. Omega versus Jericho.
The first match you saw or I saw?
I saw of Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said the first match you saw of Omega. I was like, no, it wasn't.
If I did, I misspoke.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I have the oldest vintage pick again.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's actually something oddball, and it's not going to be for everybody. I suggest watching this out of sheer curiosity, because this is not going to be for everybody. And if you go into this show expecting like, hey, I want to watch some classic mat wrestling, this is not going to be the show for you to watch. But with Violent J, mentioning his heart failure and everything, I got thinking about the old JCW videotapes and everything. So I suggest watching JCW Volume 1, which I remember my buddy Justice had. And like we used to just watch it like repeatedly, even though the matches are stupid, they suck. But we would watch it like it was like the greatest fucking things ever. I mean, like Iron Sheik taking on a guy named Izzy High.
Wow.
Tom Dub taking on a guy named Fat Fuck Barrel Boy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Insane Clown Posse in the main event against Doink and Doink. You want classic mat wrestling, this ain't it for you. But it's actually a pretty, like, somewhat entertaining show. Like I said, some of these matches is just like, what the fuck, man.
Did you mention this? Sorry, I was looking this up as you were talking about it. Angel versus Chick Foley in a titties in
the
thumbtacks
thumbtacks match.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's these two girls who wrestle, and it's like there's thumbtacks all over the ring, and they call it titties in the thumbtacks.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, I think you can watch this for free on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you can watch it for free on YouTube.
Probably.
If they haven't taken it down. But like I said, if you're expecting like, oh, this is going to be some classic wrestling here, no, this ain't the shit. There's a great battle royal with like Twisted in it, Evil Dead, a whole bunch of guys in there. It like I said, viewing it through the teenage eyes, it's probably a very, entertaining show. Probably now I'd just be like, oh, kill me. But
yep, it's on YouTube.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. But yeah, you can go check out Chick Foley and who is it?
Chick Foley and Angel.
Chick Foley versus Angel and titties in the thumbtacks match. Oh yeah, where you can
This
clearly.
isn't usually my bag, but I'm actually trying to find that spot right
now. Where you can clearly see, I believe it's Chick Foley whispering in Angel's ear the next spot and shit. It's great. It is great. Plus, I believe.
Jesus Christ. Just big ass titties there. Okay. That wasn't even the match. That was just a random promo with Abdullah the Butcher.
Was it Abdullah's big ass titties or?
Nope. I mean, he's true, but.
Oh yeah. You get to see. Unfortunately, you get to see Abdullah the Butcher take on Rude Boy, which that goes through all 3 original volumes of JCW 1, 2, and 3. Which if you love Abdullah the Butcher, which I don't know why you would.
Yeah, really.
But there's the bell, so you know what that means. That signifies the end of the 3-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And next week, we will let you guys know right now if we have time, because I have a very busy week ahead of me. So we plan on reviewing The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke next week. But if that changes, which I think it might, I don't know yet. But as of right now, we are reviewing The Wrestler. So stay tuned for that. That should be fun because, if it's anything, if it's going to be anything like how I had to review Ready to Rumble, then it's going to take time. So, and plus I got some stuff going down Sunday, which is my only day off. So it may or may not happen. We'll have to figure it out. But regardless, we will be back next Wednesday, possibly with a new co-host. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, I'm very sorry to announce, but the titties and the thumbtacks match is not on YouTube. They edited it out.
Oh,
I know.
Lame.
I know.
So you don't get to see titties in the thumbtacks. Oh, well.
No.
They're not even nude. I don't even know why they edited that out.
Yeah, I've been trying to skip through, and it's not between the 2 matches it says it's supposed to be, so I'm just guessing it's out.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, because I can't find it anywhere else either.
All right, guys. So we'll see you guys next week. Leave your questions in the comments down below. For Nick and Shelby, I'm the ArtistVersion1. And remember, be breezy.